I have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement. Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am, in fact, planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber.
Rebuild the Jade Chamber? That's a huge project!
So the rumors are true. No wonder the price of building materials has gone up so much.
The Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady Ningguang. Lady Ningguang, is there any way we can be of service?
Patience. Since the news made it out a few days ago, I have already had many people contacting me to declare an interest in joining the Nevertheless, I do have a few matters I should like to entrust to you. The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled. They are as follows: Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
Excuse my ignorance, Lady Ningguang.
Only sufficiently large pieces of plastrite, or specifically, vermilionite, may earn themselves the Sunset moniker. This stone is what allows the Jade Chamber to float. Wonder Cores, meanwhile, are the central components of the mechanical structure of the Jade Chamber. Adepti Sigils serve as a means of integrating the mechanical devices with Adepti art. Although these three items are rare, I trust that with York, I take the saying, time is money, more seriously than most. Efficiency is everything. I will pay a generous price for the materials that you find. And in addition, the first three people who collect, you may ask me anything. And I will give you an honest...
These things won't be easy to get hold of. But if it means a chance to get some inside information on Liyue Harbor's development plan...
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Information from Lady Ningguang is priceless. Haha, what a coincidence! I won't divulge too much, but I heard some murmurings about some plastrite just the other day.
No. We better move quickly, or this
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber? This is a huge deal! Let's get involved!
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Interested? Yes. Providing the question pertains to something...
Really? Ooh, then we'll never be short of Mora ever again.
Of course. But how much information I share with you will depend... The construction of the Jade Chamber requires a great deal of space. The abandoned mine outside the Golden House has been selected as the build... I have other business to attend to now. Otherwise, I would gladly escort you to the site. Remember, this is a race against the clock. A rare opportunity.
Ningguang seems super busy. Come on, first we gotta get out of Eugene Terrace. Huh?
Ma'am, you seem like an eminent and distinguished young lady to me. I can see that you're easily gonna win this procurement contest, lady. As it happens, we have some information about the materials that I really think might interest you.
No.
Don't be like that. Why don't you stand there? Oh, right, yeah.
Did you hear that? They said they had some useful information! Information's just what we need right now. Let's follow them and see what we can find out. Huh, they're not here. Let's keep looking.
Well, will you look at that, ma'am? Don't worry, we're not bad guys. You give us some Mora, we give you...
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the energy she gives.
So what? She's loaded. How are we ever going to repay...
I've already told you. I don't need your info. If you still can't grasp that, I'm happy to repeat it in a way that won't be so.
Come on, ma'am. You seem like an intelligent lady. It's not about whether you need the info or not, okay? It's about you taking out your money and handing it.
I won't.
No more excuses! Yeah, I saw you. Strolling into Lioli Pavilion, ordering a table full of. Then Shinue kiosk, then Wanmin restaurant. Same story each time. How could you afford to be so wasteful if you weren't from a rich family? And since you're so rich, what's the.
Master warned me not to lay a hand on any. But here we are. Perhaps. Yeah.
Boss, I'm telling you.
What are you afraid of? We're just selling information. It's not illegal. If she lays a finger on us, all the better. We'll sue her for everything she.
Oh, you again.
Lilith. What are the mil.
Silence! How dare you threaten innocent civil.
No, don't.
Shenhe,
Shenhe?
my name.
Oh, so your name's Shenhe. Paimon's name is, well, Paimon. And this is Paimon's travel buddy.
Oh, I've heard about you two before. I could have dealt with it myself, though. I suspect smashing his head against the ground a handful of times is all it would have taken to get him to surrender.
This is Liyue Harbor. There are laws against that kind of stuff.
Laws? No,
Really? So,
that would be my stomach growling.
she's so... Wait, that's right. They said you went around... Then of course you're still hungry.
Chingson, glaze lily, violet grass. These are my usuals.
Kinda hard to explain. Anyway, Boo Boo Pharmacy's not far away. Let's take After all, you... Psst. Do you think Shenhe might be an Adeptus? It seems like it's her first time in Liyue Harbor, and she doesn't seem to get how things...
Are you here to buy some herbs?
Chingson, glaze lily, and violet grass.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here you go. That's everything we...
Thank you.
She's
My hunger has now abated. Though they were not completely devoid of sweet fragrance.
So, how come you chow down on these and barely touch the restaurant food? If Paimon had enough Mora, Paimon would go to the fanciest restaurant in town and order a whole table of food and eat it all in one go.
That's because Paimon's a glutton.
Because I'm not sure whether I will remain here in the future. The food of the mortal realm is most delicious, but should I return to the mountains, yearning for the food here shall only pose an obstacle to my sampling each dish in order to appreciate its
Return to the mountains.
Enough about me. What are
Oh, right! Paimon almost forgot, and now we're probably...
I see.
Yep! You get to ask Ningguang, were you interested in the
I came for the rebuilding of the Jade Chamber, but until this point. However, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now like to lend you my assistance.
Wow! You really... But having an Adeptus help out will make...
Then let's not delay.
Great! Paimon bets...
I am not sure whether, or to what extent, this plan can be classified as awesome. I do we simply need to dispose of everyone who is currently ahead of us.
Veto! That is not acceptable! Not by a long shot!
Really? But I hear that competition is in essence about conflict and one-up.
Look, we want to win this Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there. So, it's you.
Baishu? What are you doing out here?
Lady Ningguang wishes to purchase a large batch of wound dressing. We're running low at the store, so...
Huh? How come Lady Ning...
I'm not too sure. I did hear she's looking to rebuild the Jade Chamber. Maybe for its first aid on site? Oh, and she also borrowed Chi-Chi. Meaning Boo Boo Pharmacy is very short-handed right now. I don't...
No, we've got other stuff to do.
Ah, the variety of plostrite used in the Jade Chamber, yes? There is some mention of it in the Seven Mountain Treatises. When activated, Sunset Vermilionite rises up all the way. As far as the records show, virtually all Sunset Vermilionite in existence has been mined and taken possession of. But the Feiyun Commerce Guild...
Okay then, let's go. Thanks, Baiji.
You're quite welcome.
I can't read what this says.
Master Xingqiu, thank goodness you're finally back.
Oh? Why do I detect an...
The guild has had a whole string of strange orders in recently. Your father gave me specific instructions to ask you to...
I see. Have someone sort the orders by type for now.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you, Master.
Hey, Xingqiu. Glad you're here. We want to ask you for some information.
Traveler, Paimon, Shu, I need to entertain some guests. Please continue with your work for the time being.
Understood, Master Xingqiu.
I wasn't counting on finding you here today. What's going...
Xingqiu, have you...
Oh, I see. So you've entered Lady Ningguang's...
As well?
The truth is, the Feiyun Commerce Guild is in possession of some suns. We are holding it on behalf of someone who has asked us to put it up for auction. And a lot of interested parties have... At the end of the day, it all comes down to supply and demand. In the...
500 million?!
Honestly, I would recommend that you don't bother bidding on this one. The price is
But... without it...
Don't panic. I don't suppose you have...
Who?
Oh, Seagazer was once very close to Mountain Shaper. But if I am... Yes, precisely. I didn't... According to records of drifting clouds, Seagazer once built an abode to store his rarest and most exquisite treasures. After Seagazer passed, the abode... Luckily, I came into possession of a stack of folk history books just recently. They make some oblique references to this lost abode. And after...
That's great! But wouldn't it be a little...
You needn't worry. As far as I understand, Seagazer was very open-minded. Open-minded? I have not heard of Seagazer being just a rumor I heard out in the mountains. All right then, let's go. There's something about this young lady that reminds me of a good friend of mine. Oh, I almost forgot. Adepti abodes tend to have very ingenious designs, especially when it comes to their defense.
Okay, we will... Let's see. Xingqiu said it should be around here, but Paimon doesn't see anything.
This place was hidden using a special Adepti art.